Hi, everybody. This is Stephen Farrew. We're going to introduce you to a series of podcasts for deep work around the idea of a very classic fairy tale uh, by the title of Iron John that Robert Bly did a whole lot with over a number of years ago. And I want to talk a little bit about that quickly. We have a few minutes, and this will be an introduction to what we want to do. Stories have always been. We warn each other, we men and women, but we're talking about men right now. We warn each other through stories. Many stories, often told, are containers of tribal wisdom. He who forgets the past, the old philosopher said, is condemned to repeat it. For us, stories entertain, left us, lift us from our stuck places, bring a deeper sense of community to community. Fairy tales can be thought of as predecessors to psychotherapy. This happened. Why did it happen? Here's a possible explanation or alternative. Men use stories to educate each other, to alert and to remind each other of some of the basics around them being men, some of the basics about being men. Um, and so I first heard the poet Robert Bly tell the story of Iron John, I was totally absorbed. You might say I was all in, because he was working with taking the material from mythology and making it practical in the contemporary world, in our world, and what we struggle with. So I started reading mythology, I started reading fairy tales, I started attending men's gatherings 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and being inspired that these ideas and these stories were so meaningful to me. They were exactly where I lived and exactly what I was thinking and imagining and struggling with. So we could start almost anywhere. The wild man in chains, part of the Iron John story, is at the bottom of the lake. The young prince who accidentally loses his golden ball, the out of work hunter, the prince the prince orphaned and reborn, the cage in the town square, the golden pond, the claiming of a new life. There's much, much more. We're going to spread this over about 15 or 20 podcasts and give you an idea of how each piece of that story serves as an entree into your own life in a way that you can reimagine and rework some of the challenges in your life. I hope this is helpful to you. Stephen Frew. I don't like it very much because I was stumbling all over,
Keep going.
but it doesn't
Nope.
matter because it's
Nope.
just a test. All right.
Click end.
End recording.
Click the stop and then go down one.